Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, man. Let me give my assessment on the Robert Guerrero fight, man. I saw the Robert Guerrero fight. Well, basically, I don't even remember the dude's name. I'm just gonna keep it 100, and that's a shame. That that's the whole point. I don't remember who the fuck he lost to last night. I gotta keep it 100. I never heard of that guy. So that's the problem. Here's the thing with Robert Guerrero. When you lose to guys like that, guys that you are overwhelming favorite to win, and you end up fucking around and losing, you have to evaluate your career where it's at as of right now. If I'm not mistaken, Robert Guerrero has lost 4 of his last 6 fights, and that's not good. But I think the biggest problem is with Robert Guerrero is, well, you know what the problem is. I think Robert Guerrero did all he could under his father, and Robert Guerrero needs to go to a more experienced trainer. I don't know who he should go to, but Robert Guerrero needs a new trainer. He's went as far as he could with his father. And when you losing that many matches with your dad training you, what does that tell you? As of right now, his father is not a good fit for him. Now, I know he left his father before, but he needs to go elsewhere. And as far as him, you know, being on marquee fights again, he got a long way to go. He may have to start at the bottom because as of right now, who does he fight right now? If I was Andre Berto, I wouldn't take a rematch with him. For what? Because it wouldn't mean shit. If he was to fight Andre Berto and Andre Berto wins, shit, that doesn't do nothing for Andre Berto. Doesn't mean a damn thing. What he need to do in this particular case, like I said, he need to find a new trainer. Then he should try to seek out, let's just say, fights with guys like Brandon Rios, Soto Carras, you know, uh, Victor Ortiz, Josito Lopez. Fight those kind of guys. Beat them, build up your confidence under a new trainer. Then you see, can you get back in contention with more of the upper echelon of fighters? Not the A-level fighters, not the Porters, not the Thurmans, not the Errol Spence. But you go, it's like I said, boxing is like a video game. It has levels. You have the first level, you have the third level, then you have the high level where you trying to finish the game and win the game. Now, right now, Robert Guerrero has bounced back to the first level. Like I said, he needs to try to get in the ring with the guys like the Devin Alexanders, those kind of guys. Beat those kind of guys, then, somewhere down the line, if it's, if it can happen, then you pursue a rematch with Berto. Because Berto is sort of like in between. He's sort of like in between that A, B, and C. Right now, he was reduced down to C level. But by him knocking out Ortiz, he's like back in B level. You guys follow what I'm saying, right? Where you have the A-list guys, I guess you could still include Porter in that A level. Because he only has his 2 losses against, I guess, Kell Brook, who's starting to look very suspect himself. And then you have Keith Thurman, who most people consider Keith Thurman an A-level fighter as far as 147 go. Then you have Errol Spence. And then, you had other guys. The Danny Garcias, those type of cats. Those are considered the A-list fighters. So what Guerrero needs to do is, like I said, fight the guys that I named. Yeah, for right now, yeah, fight those kind of guys coming off of losses, or guys that's been on, that they lost 2 of their last 3 fights. Beat those guys, build up your confidence under a new trainer, because I don't think Robert Guerrero's career is at an end, but it's one basically it's at a standstill. And Robert Guerrero needs to, when he gets back home, he needs to talk to his wife, see what she thinks, and then he needs to talk to his dad. Now, I understand the relationship between the father and son, but at the end of the day, it still come down to business. And right now, him and his dad, they just not conducting business because he's just losing too many fights. He just cannot beat, pretty much at this point, he can't beat anybody right now under his father. And I mean, the writing is on the wall. Just like I say, I think Sean Porter would do himself a great service if he parted ways with his father. Because at the end of the day, Sean Porter has terrible technique. And I think he could do so much better under another trainer besides his father. I keep it 100. I keep it 100. I think both of those dudes should part ways with their dad / trainers. But Sean Porter isn't in the realm that Robert Guerrero is. Now, if Sean Porter loses his next fight, then you really got to question his career moves. You got to question where he is as a fighter. But right now, Sean Porter is still in the A-level echelons of fighter. Now, right now, he's slipping to A-. Now, if he loses his next fight, then you got to put him in that B level. But anyway, man, that's all I got to say about that, man. Robert Guerrero, he has some thinking to do. And that's just fact. I'm out.